Today we learn about human excretory system. Human excretory system. It is also known as urinary system. That is human urinary system. First and foremost, what is excretion? Excretion is the process of removal of nitrogenous metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. Otherwise, it can be also defined as a process of removal of unwanted, harmful, nitrogenous metabolic waste. And these metabolic wastes are removed in the form of urine, so that it is also known as urinary system. Here you may get confused between the other process, defecation, and this excretion. Let me clarify these two first here. What is defecation? Defecation is the process of removal of undigested waste in the form of feces is called defecation, or it is also known as egestion. It is the final step in the process of digestion, that is digestive system. It is related to digestive system. So egestion or defecation is one and the same, which is under the process or under the physiological aspect, digestive system, whereas excretion is the process of removal of this nitrogenous metabolic waste, and the system involved in it is urinary system. What this excretory system or urinary system is composed of? It is composed of a pair of kidneys, ureters, a single bladder which is called urinary bladder, a muscular organ, and also urethra. All these parts which are concerned with the removal of nitrogenous metabolic waste are together known as excretory system or urinary system. So the system means it is comprised of various parts or various organs. In this excretory system or urinary system, the parts are kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Now come to the importance of excretion. What is importance of excretion? Excretion is important in maintaining ionic balance in the body, which comes under a huge phenomenon, that is homeostasis. Homeostasis is the maintenance of internal equilibrium in the body. So to maintain this, first of all, water and salt should be in a balanced state, and also the harmful metabolic wastes are to be removed. What will happen if these metabolic wastes are not removed? These are toxic wastes, so that they become toxic or they become poisonous. So it may also lead to the death of the individual. So it is very important that the excretory waste should be eliminated or removed from the body. Other than these nitrogenous metabolic waste, there are wastes such as carbon dioxide and water. Then the other most important wastes are nitrogenous metabolic wastes. Then excess water and salts. Then bile pigments. And also the vitamins. These vitamins are also excess vitamins. Now, these substances which are to be removed from the body are carbon dioxide and water first. What is the physiological aspect that forms these carbon dioxide and water? These are the metabolic end products of respiration. These end products, that is carbon dioxide, is removed through the lungs, but the lungs are not the excretory organs, but they are the respiratory organs. So this process comes under respiration. Coming to the second metabolic product, water. Some of the water is removed as water vapor, but major amount of this water is further utilized for various metabolic processes. Thereby, this water is also known as metabolic water. So, these two wastes are removed by the process called respiration. Then come to the other waste, that is the most important waste, nitrogenous metabolic waste. These nitrogenous metabolic wastes include the chemicals like urea, uric acid, ammonia. These are the major nitrogenous metabolic wastes. How these are formed? Mainly these are formed in the liver by the process called deamination. This process once again is related to the digestion. After digestion, the proteins are digested into amino acids. These amino acids, excess amino acids, are converted into the nitrogenous product urea. This urea is highly toxic, which cannot be stored in the body. That's why it should be eliminated from the body. So in human, the major excretory product, nitrogenous metabolic waste product, is urea. But if it is stored in the body, it leads to death also. So it should be removed from the body. Then what about uric acid and ammonia? These are also, uric acid is in the form of crystal. Then ammonia is also very toxic, which is in the form of ammonium ions or even in the form of gas. But it is not a major product in humans, but these products are formed in other lower vertebrates. For example, ammonia is a nitrogenous metabolic waste in aquatic organisms, that is fishes. So, in fishes, the kidneys are of pronephric kidneys, which constantly remove this ammonia by the process diffusion. So, in fishes, the major nitrogenous metabolic waste is ammonia. Such organisms which excrete ammonia as a nitrogenous metabolic waste are known as ammonotelic. Then come to the uric acid. This uric acid is in the form of crystal which do not require much amount of water. So, it is formed in the organisms which are habituated in arid areas. Those organisms are like reptiles as well as birds excrete uric acid. So, the major excretory product in the excretion is uric acid. So, such organisms are called uricotelic. Once again, come to the excretory product urea. This urea is the major product in humans as well as in amphibians. So, such organisms are known as ureotelic organisms. So, based on the nitrogenous metabolic ways, they may be monotelic, uricotelic or ureotelic. Now, come to the other metabolic waste product, that is excess salts and also excess vitamins. Excess salts such as sodium chloride and vitamins, they are water soluble vitamins like B and C are excreted through urine. Some of the water is also lost through sweat, that is the organ which is involved in this is skin. Then the other waste products are bile pigments. These bile pigments are produced in the liver by the breakdown of dead RBC. So, liver is the largest gland which performs many functions. One of the important function is it destroys dead RBC. This RBC contain a pigment hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is composed of two components. One is heme iron component and the other one is globin. This globin is the protein compound, and it gets digested, whereas heme iron compound is remained in the liver. So this protein is digested, it is destroyed and formed bile pigments. There are two bile pigments, they are bilirubin and biliverdin. These two pigments are formed in the liver and also excreted through urine. So these are some of the metabolic waste that are to be eliminated from the body. They are carbon dioxide and water, nitrogenous metabolic waste such as urea, uric acid and ammonia, then excess salts and vitamins. One of the important salts is sodium chloride, and vitamins are water soluble vitamins, they are B and C, and then at last bile pigments which are formed in the liver by the breakdown of dead RBC. This is all about the introduction of excretory system.